The countdown is on. 490 days until thousands of Democrats come to Milwaukee, walk in a Fiserv Forum, and nominate the person they hope will become the next president of the United States. Algae blooms could worsen in the Great Lakes, which would make it unsafe for swimming. Washington, D.C. reaching a breaking point after a 35-day government shutdown. Governor Evers wants to raise the gas tax by 8 cents, but Republicans say there's just not enough support to fuel that plan. Dairy groups say almond milk, soy milk, fill-in-the-blank milk is all cutting into their dairy milk business. Thousands of Wisconsinites walked into voting centers like the Zeidler Building and cast their ballots. From a shortage of air traffic controllers to angry letters from agency leaders, Washington, D.C. reaching a breaking point after a 35-day government shutdown. Republicans and Democrats are able to set aside their differences to strike up this deal, but the celebration could be short-lived.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no.
With unanimous support in both the Senate,
We can pass legislation opening the government,
as well as the House,
and I'm pleased to sign this legislation.
And with the president's signature, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history will come to a close, for now. President Trump and congressional lawmakers agreeing to a deal to reopen the government through February 15th, while lawmakers work on a deal on border security and the wall. President Trump issuing this warning.
And if we can't do that, then we'll do, obviously, we're going to do the emergency.
Should lawmakers fail to find common ground at that point?
It is very clear that we all understand the importance of securing our borders.
News of a compromise bringing relief to more than 800,000 federal workers.
We get to go back to work, Joy. And they're going to pay us.
Who missed their second payday of the shutdown earlier this week.
This is an opportunity for all parties to work together for the benefit of our whole beautiful, wonderful nation.
Hopefully, it means a lesson has been learned. Shutting down government over a policy difference is self-defeating.
He made headlines earlier this month for being deployed to the southern border while serving in the U.S. House of Representatives. But now, Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger could face discipline over his tweets criticizing his commanding officer in Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers. For the past 2 weeks, Republican Representative Adam Kinzinger has taken a break from Washington and Illinois.
We'll just taxi out, get out there, we'll brief all the departure.
Focus on his second job as a Wisconsin National Guard pilot deployed to Arizona.
We don't talk about politics. We just hang out, we do the mission.
Except he does talk about politics on Twitter. And now he could face discipline. Governor Evers issued an executive order this week withdrawing Wisconsin troops from the U.S.-Mexico border, saying, quote, "There is simply not ample evidence to support the president's contention that there exists a national security crisis at our southwestern border. Therefore, there is no justification for the ongoing presence of Wisconsin National Guard personnel at the border." Kinzinger ripped the decision in a series of tweets, including, quote, "Governor Evers, your guardsmen saved many lives and protected our country on this mission. Did you go visit them on the border to see for yourself, or did you make your decision based solely on politics?" Governor Evers is commander-in-chief of the Wisconsin National Guard, so Kinzinger could face discipline for criticizing his commanding officer. But Kinzinger's spokeswoman says his speech shouldn't be restricted because he was off-duty. Evers' order reverses former Governor Scott Walker's decision to deploy the Guard last June, something the former governor tells Fox 6 he's not happy about.
I think the governor should have actually looked at what they were doing instead of looking at the news clips or the talking points from the opposition to the president.
Under Evers' orders, the remaining members of the Wisconsin National Guard will be withdrawn from the border by the first week of March. There are currently around 112 Wisconsin National Guard members in Arizona. Reporting in Oak Creek, I'm Jen Lask. On November 8, 2016, thousands of Wisconsinites walked into voting centers like the Zeidler Building and cast their ballots. Fast forward to 2019, and some Democrats are still asking why Hillary Clinton lost the Badger State, while Republicans say the case was closed by election night.
What nonsense. Absolute absurd nonsense.
Former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton reigniting a fiery debate over why she lost Wisconsin in 2016. Clinton blaming voter ID laws for falling 27,000 votes short of then-candidate Donald Trump in the Badger State.
It made a difference in Wisconsin, where the best studies that have been done said somewhere between 40 and 80,000 people were turned away from the polls because of the color of their skin, because of their age, because of whatever excuse could be made up.
But prominent Wisconsin Republicans are quick to dispute Clinton, pointing out she didn't visit at all during the general election, becoming the first major party candidate to skip Wisconsin in decades. Former Governor Scott Walker tweeting in part, "This is total and absolute BS. Hillary Clinton lost Wisconsin because she took for granted the votes in our state." Former Trump Chief of Staff and Kenosha native Reince Priebus adding, "She forgot to show up." It's an issue the Democratic Party is now grappling with as it looks to take back the White House in 2020.